Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're listening to the podcast Capturing Magic. I'm Bill Rogers, the voice of Disney. Thanks very much for listening.
Welcome to Capturing Magic. I'm Steph from CapturingMagic.me and thedailydigi.com. This is episode 75, recorded on February 22nd, 2014. I am here with team member and writer at Capturing Magic, Stephanie Haining, who can also be found at HainingMade.com. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good.
Good.
Excited to be here.
I know, me too. We have some really fun things to talk about, and we can probably just jump right into it because I don't have any news to go over.
Okay.
You and I both were able to do some fun things over the past couple of weeks, and we're here to talk about it. So yes. Do you want to talk about kind of how you discovered this thing and how we...
Okay. I kind of tripped over it. I saw somebody on Facebook post that they had been selected to host a Disney side at home celebration, and my little ears perked up and went, "Ooh, what is that?" And so I did a little searching and found where you could apply to host a little gathering for you and your friends to show off their Disney side. And then I sent it on to you and said, "This looks like fun." And we both got chosen.
We did. Filled out the little forms. And I was surprised, actually, that
I was shocked.
Yeah. I got an email saying that I got an invitation to have a party. And it was pretty exciting. So then the next step was we waited.
For the big box, as I referred to in our house as the big box of Disney.
Yeah.
And so that came filled with the hostess gifts and then also all the little goodies you would need to have yourself a party for up to 10 people. So
yes.
It contained paper plates and cups and those types of items, as well as a trivia game, a bingo game, and then goodies to put together gift bags for your guests.
Yes. Lots of fun goodies. So we both worked hard to put together some kind of unique experiences, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. This is the ideas that we use to implement our Disney side at home parties, are things that other people could duplicate and do at home as well.
Yeah. So I think I went with, I wanted to go kind of with a classic vintage Disneyland theme, being out here on the West Coast. And so one of the things I knew I wanted to do was a photo booth, and knew that I could give my guests a cute little souvenir right then and there using the zinc printer. And so beforehand, I had seen from an Etsy seller, little kind of portfolios that you could put photo booth strips in. So I just kind of fashioned my own, actually put them together that morning by just cutting a piece of cardstock, 5 1/4. I'll put in measurements on our show notes, and scored it so it folded over, and put some of the Queen and Company Disney washi tape on the edges, and then printed out the guest photos using, I used the Pocketbooth app. And so printed those photo strips from my camera roll, and all the guests had a cute little memento of them from my photo booth that had a backdrop that I made using that marquee sign generator.
Yes.
That I wrote about a couple of weeks back. And I uploaded that to, I found out, I had actually seen this as a pin that someone did for their child's birthday party. Staples, you can upload photos and they will do large format prints. And I went with the engineering print, so it would be black and white. It's going to be a little bit lower resolution. Unfortunately, there was a little snafu at my local Staples that worked out great for me. They don't do the engineering prints. They don't have just a sole black and white printer. They have a color printer, but because they haven't taken it off the website, I had my prints done on a color printer, so the resolution is fabulous. But engineering prints normally aren't that awesome. So I had it blown up to 3 feet by 4 feet. So the backdrop was the old Disneyland marquee, and then what I had customized it to say was "Show your Disney side." And then I made photo props of ear hats. And my original idea was I had asked all my guests who their favorite character was, and I was going to try and customize them to look somewhat like the ear hats they had as ornaments of the different characters. Time ran out. So we just went with the classic characters.
Yeah. I know how that goes.
There's only so much you can do with paper and glue in a limited amount of time.
It's the truth.
So everyone seemed to really love that, and the adults really got into it too.
Yeah, you sent me photos of the photo strips, and it's adorable. Your backdrop is adorable, and the photos. Did you take them in black and white too for the photo strips?
No, it does. It looks like it did, and like I did some fancy color spot.
Yeah,
but because it's the background was black and white, and they're standing up against it, and I tried really hard to not have any of our family photos up on top of the mantle in the shot. When I took the picture, it looks as though I've like done some really neat spot color.
Yeah.
No, that one I did. I just did native in the app.
Yeah. Okay. So they look like the old fashioned photo strips that you would get out of a photo booth.
Yeah.
Like at the mall or the amusement park when we were younger.
Yeah. So that was the using the Pocketbooth app, and I'll put a link on the show notes.
They're adorable. Very cute.
Yeah. So it was fun to make.
For my photo booth, I knew that I wanted to do a photo booth as well. And how I started out, the idea that I started out with isn't what I ended up with. I figured that I would have everybody wear mouse ears and, that kind of thing and take their picture and print it out using the Zinc Happy as well. But then I was looking back through some of my old photos actually on my iPhone and remembered about the Disney HD app that I did a post on a long time ago, over a year ago, I think, but I'll link up to that as well. The Disney HD app is an app where you can take photos and then add frames and stickers and all of that kind of stuff too. And they actually have some characters where you can make it look like you had your photo taken with the character. And so that's what I ended up doing was I figured out where everyone needed to stand and I put a blue paint, paint tape X on the ground and had everyone stand there. For my backdrop, I used actually a big backdrop that I had created for a DIY wedding photo booth that I wrote about on the Daily Digi, and I can link up to that as well. When I made that backdrop, I made it so that it would be generic and I'd be able to use it in the future so that it wasn't just wedding themed. So I used that and it looks like a blackboard kind of backdrop, and then it just has some chalk words on the top that says memories. And so I took everybody's picture and then I let them choose out of the characters which character they wanted. And there's a ton. There's probably 4 different princesses to choose from. There's the Fab Five. And then there's also some villains. And all of the kids chose characters from the Fab Five as well as princesses. And then I printed those. I got a new printer that I was excited to try out. And it's called the Canon Selfie.
Ooh, I've heard about that. I wanted to know how it went.
I love it. I really love that printer. It's fast for a small printer. It prints 4x6 photos. The quality is awesome. But the downfall is that it is ink and paper that you have to buy for it. And you always have to replace that. The nice thing about the Happy is that there's no ink involved in it. But I was able to get 4x6 prints from these, which we used later on in one of our activities where we put together actually scrapbooks. I was taking photos throughout the whole party and printing them. And then I had photos for everybody to put together at the end of the party in a scrapbook.
You were on it.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I just bought the little photo books that you can get at Target that are $2, and they just have the plastic sleeves and they have the glitter covers. The red, and I brought red, blue, and black, and let everyone choose what color they wanted, and they loved it. The little kids, the girls. We had all girls mostly. We had 9 girls, ages 2 to 9, I think. And then we had one little boy that was 2 that was tagging along, which was super fun.
Yeah, we had, I think we ended up with 4 boys, 6 girls. And they were, because my son's 3.5, so it was all around his age, slightly older, slightly younger with the siblings.
Yeah. Yeah. Super fun.
And I saw that the HD app, like at the end of the day, as I was going through and trying to edit some of my photos and looking at my apps, I was like, why didn't I think of this one?
Yeah, I was really excited that I remembered about it. Because it was perfect. It really was. And when parents came to, because not all parents were able to stay. About half of my parents were able to stay. And so when the other parents came to pick their kids up, they're like, what? You got your picture taken with Mickey Mouse? How did you do that? So it was a lot of fun. And one of the little 2-year-olds was adorable because I asked her who she wanted her picture taken with, and she said Minnie Mouse. And so I took her picture and then I showed it to her, and then I put Minnie Mouse on there. And when we printed it out and gave it to her with Minnie Mouse on it with her, it scared her. Oh. Just very similar to what you see little kids' reactions to characters in the park. She didn't understand how that had happened. And so she
wasn't there when I took the picture.
So she wouldn't actually look at it. And so her mom had to warm her up to the whole idea, just like you do in the park. And then she was fine with it and was super excited about it. But I didn't expect that to happen.
Very cute.
Yeah. So tell us what else you had going on at your party.
The other thing I did is in our big box of Disney, we got cookie cutters. And so we made just plain sugar cookies ahead of time and left them undecorated. And so what comes in the set is the Mickey silhouette, the gloved hand, and a star. And then I went to the store and just got all of the fun the frosting in the can that kind of looks like Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
And then sprinkles. And there was still tons of sprinkly stuff because Valentine's Day having been the day before, because I did my party last weekend. So there was all sorts of fun stuff, and we just let the kids go at it and decorate cookies.
Fun.
And so it was kind of half the time kids were decorating cookies, and the other half they were either doing the photos or running around and playing just with the assorted Disney toys that we just have.
Yeah.
Because we do.
Yes. I know how that goes. Yes. With the cookie cutters, I decided I wanted to try and do something that maybe I hadn't seen done before. And I think I did. We'll see. Hopefully it stays that way. But until this gets out. But I decided
You're a trailblazer.
I'll try to be. I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is every time I would think of an idea, I'd go search, and sure enough, it was already on Pinterest. So I think that this hasn't been done. I haven't seen it on Pinterest. I did do some searching just to make sure, but we had our party this morning. So, and it was from 10:30 to noon. And so I did a light brunch. And so I made an egg casserole that I cooked on a jelly roll pan.
Okay.
And then I used the Mickey silhouette cookie cutter to cut the eggs into Mickey Mouse shapes.
Very cool.
And then we served that with grapes and some donuts as well. And the kids really liked it, and they thought it was fun. They called it the magical Mickey eggs.
Very cool.
Yeah, it worked out.
See, I want to use them. My husband every now and then will make beignet. Mm-hmm. And so I want to use that cookie cutter to make Mickey Mouse beignet.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah. And I'll include the recipe that I used in a post on the blog. So the show notes will link back to that post as well if people want to be able to make it on their own.
That'd be a very cool, like, morning you're leaving reveal brunch too.
It would be. Or when you're going to surprise your family, let them share the news of a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of fun things that are just, if you're missing Mickey, like I have been.
Exactly.
This party was a wonderful fill-in.
Yes.
Because we turned on I have the Disney Parks soundtrack, and the older one that's the box set, like with 5 discs. And so we turned that on as everyone was playing, and that was a lot of fun playing in the background.
I had, I'll have to look up what the exact title of it is. I have this CD I got, and it's like Walt Disney gives you a tour of Disneyland. And so it's the original lands, and before each one, he does a little intro about what it was about, or what the theming was. And so I had that playing.
Oh, fun.
Background. Let me see if I can find it. And then I also, in kind of getting prepped and getting myself ready, I watched on Hulu on my iPad the Travel Channel when they did those Disneyland and Disney World.
I love those.
Behind the mess. So I was watching all of those as I was getting ready to kind of get my Disney fix.
Yes. I love those. They always make me want to plan a trip, though. For sure. Okay, so the album is called Walt Disney Takes You to Disneyland. That's awesome. So I will see if I can get a link for that. I was going to say, where can you find that? I think I had it on my Amazon wish list, and someone gave it to me. Oh, nice. So I will double check if that is still available. Yeah. So it's really fun. It's only about an hour, and so I did that, and then I have a lot of the compilation CDs of different Disney movies and stuff. So I made a playlist and just let it go. I was wishing that I would have taken the time to make a playlist, but it didn't even occur to me to do that. Yeah. So anyway, there's a tip for everyone. If you're going to have a party, make a playlist. Yeah. Makes life simple. Yes. So we also did a craft at ours because, of course, we mostly had little girls. And the craft that I came up with is I had seen these crafty band charm bracelets by Epiphany Crafts at CHA a couple of years ago. And I knew it was before I even launched Capturing Magic, but I'm pretty sure it was. Or was it right? No, it was right after. And I knew that they would be great for princess bracelets and things like that. So you can order a kit on Amazon, and it's $23.50, about right around there. Sold by or shipped by Amazon. You can get it with your Prime, all of that good stuff. And the kits come with 4 bracelets and enough charms and all of that stuff to make 4 bracelets plus the die cut thing and the epoxy stickers that go on top of the charms. So I ended up printing out Frozen pictures that I found online that I downloaded directly to my phone and I'll put a link to that from the Disney official movie website. And if you go there on your phone, you automatically are served up the images that are sized to a wallpaper screen size on your phone. Oh, very cool. Yeah, which worked out perfectly for what I wanted to do. And so I used the 1-inch tape for my zinc happy and just cropped the pictures down to a 1-inch by 1-inch square and then printed 5 different characters from Frozen for these bracelets because each bracelet will do 5 charms. And so we did Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Olaf, and then one that has Elsa and Anna together. And then you just put it in the punch and put an epoxy on top of the little space that's going to be punched, and then close it, punch it out, peel the back off and put it in the charm, and then put the 2 pieces together that holds it on the bracelet. And I'll put a picture up of what these look like in the show notes as well. I'll do a post about it actually on how we did it, because one of the really cool things about these is that I also tried them on my MagicBand.
I know. I was just going to say that would be very cute MagicBand bling.
Yes. And there is a catch though. It only works on the part of the MagicBand that's for bigger wrists. So the MagicBands have an insert that you can actually take apart if you have a smaller wrist or for kids' wrists. So it won't work on that portion. And I even tried punching it and making the holes bigger. I tried a whole bunch of things. I don't recommend doing that because there's wires in there and it might disable your MagicBand. So I've tried it. Trust me. Hopefully next time I go to Disney World, I'll get another MagicBand and I won't have to use the one that's probably been disabled by my punching and attempts at hacking it. So it only works in the bigger part of the MagicBand, but it will work in that part, which is pretty cool. If you want to have some Elsa and Anna MagicBand bling, because I don't believe they have MagicBand bling yet for Elsa and Anna in the parks.
There you go.
Yeah.
You could have yourself a whole little side business on Etsy making all,
I know.
MagicBand bling.
Right. I want to get in touch with Epiphany Crafts, and I think I've got their business card around here somewhere. I'm going to see if I can get in touch with them, because all they need to do to make it work is make the little piece that fits inside the hole on the MagicBand a little bit longer, only like a 1/16 of an inch longer, and it would work on the whole MagicBand.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it just needs to be longer because it doesn't quite snap into place and hold. But these things would stay on your MagicBand better than Disney's MagicBand bling, I think. So Disney could learn from Epiphany on what they've done. Yeah, so that worked out well, and it worked out really well to print it on the Happy directly from my phone. I didn't have to have Photoshop for anything, and I didn't have to have any special apps. I went directly to the Disney website, saved the photos. It just had a thing there that said double tap to save. So I double tapped to save it to my phone, and then was able to edit it in the regular editing app that's in your camera app in the phone, and then print them. So
what was the site you went to again?
I'll put a link in the show notes, but it's just the official Disney movie website.
Okay.
They have screensavers and all kinds of printables there for Frozen.
Oh, very good.
I want to say it's godisney.com or go.disney.com/movies/Frozen or something like that. But
because now I'm thinking about, I wonder if, for some of the, like for Up, because I love that movie and I'd love to have some Up wallpaper on my phone.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they have older ones up still. But yeah, I don't know.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I did for one of the folks that was at my party, because they were heading to do the Princess Marathon. So
fun.
They were leaving. We also got these big cards from Run Disney that you can use if you're at a Run Disney event to cheer on your runner. And so I knew that she was going at her running attire. She was going as Anna from Frozen.
Fun.
So I found a cut set that was, inspired by over on Lettering Delights, and they had an alphabet, and so I had the little Anna that was skating and cut her out and pieced her all together and put her on the sign, and then her name is actually Hannah. So I got fancy. I put Go Hannah on the sign, but I made the ANNA in the middle in a darker color blue.
Cute.
So I was like, here you go. Your sign's all ready for you.
Cute.
So that was my little being clever.
Yeah. That's really cute.
So yeah.
Sorry, I went to the Disney to the website, and I don't know if you heard that music with I hurried and muted it after it started, but it was Frozen in the background. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, so it's movies.disney.com.
Okay.
I don't see Up, but they've got a lot of stuff there. So yeah.
Could be a fun rabbit hole to fall down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because they do have some older ones, but I don't see up there. But anyway.
Maybe it's because it's Pixar. Yeah, that umbrella.
Could be. And it might just be that they've only got, I kind of think what it looks like to me is they've only got printables and downloads and stuff like that for the newest things that are currently in theaters. Which, by the way, you can get the digital download for Frozen starting Tuesday. So the day before this show comes out, by the time show comes out, yeah, you can get the digital download. I have pre-ordered it in iTunes. We're very excited.
I'm sorry I missed the sing-along. That would have been fun.
It was so fun.
Well, I've just been having fun looking at all the covers that people have done. I've been posting.
I know.
Of the song. Some pretty cool ones out there.
Really amazing ones. Yeah. Yeah. So did you have other things for the party?
I think, because like I said, it was more of an informal, because of the ages of my guests. But yeah, you could go super simple or you can go all out or somewhere in between. And there's been a lot of neat stuff online of what people have been doing, and
lots of fun
stuff.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff. I also, for my invitation, I wanted to mention I used a template from spoonful.com. And I'll link up to that as well, where it has the Mickey gloved hands and a heart.
Oh, cute.
And so I used that. And on the front, on the heart, I put, "We love Mickey. How about you?" And then the date of the party. And then, so I cut out two of those shapes, one on plain white paper with the details of the party, and then covered it on top with the actual gloved hands on the heart, and then did some brads and tied them together and stuff that I'm not that good at, but and isn't my favorite thing to do. Digital stuff I love to do, but I only had to make 5 of them so I could handle it, and it worked out okay.
Then you're going to totally laugh at me because I kind of went more digital on my invitation.
Funny.
I did. I was trying to use everything that came in the box. And one of the things that came was packs of HP photo card.
Yes.
So I printed, and they had a link to the HP Photo Creations app for your computer. And it actually had, in some of its designs, it had Disney side designs.
Yes.
So I took a picture of my completed photo booth props and used that as my background, and then had just a simple show your Disney side badge in the upper left-hand corner, and then typed the details about my party over the image, the pictures. And so because I created it in that, it had the hashtag about Disney side, and then the Disney side celebrations website. And
Good
so
idea.
I mailed those out. And then on the back of my photo booth strips, because they had some information about the twosmiles.com site, I put just a little label with information for my guests to go and check out that site, which looked really cool.
Yeah.
The 2 Smiles to be, especially for those last minute when you need a gift card and you need it now.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what it is for our listeners?
It is a really cool site from HP where you can go on and purchase a gift card for different retailers and also make a card. So they have a cute little video kind of describing it, and it shows a mom trying to find a gift for teacher appreciation the morning
the video
that her
is
child,
so funny.
the morning that her child has to go to school, and is contemplating giving, the dusty candle,
Yes.
the coffee mug, and ends up printing out in a matter of minutes I think like a Starbucks gift card. And then drops the kid off and sees some other mother walking up with the dusty candle. And having been being a teacher, I so appreciate this. I can totally appreciate the whole little video.
Yeah. From both sides of it, huh?
Yeah. So it looks like you can do Amazon, Spa Finder, which as a teacher, really good.
Yeah.
Starbucks and different places like that. So it pretty much, you print out the greeting card, and then attached to that is the barcode with whatever denomination gift card for whatever retailer you've chosen.
Yes.
So,
which is really cool. I hope, it's really cool.
I know. I was telling it to some of the guests. They're like, well, I'm going to go and do that for myself.
I know.
So the gift will be to me.
Yes.
I need Starbucks this morning.
Yes. Yes. And you can find that at twosmiles.com.
Yes.
And get the customized cards and everything right there. It's a great idea. Really great idea.
I'm like, that is the best, especially for those last minute when you're running out the door and you've forgotten or...
which happens to me more often than I really want to admit. I will say that.
It's also good for, if someone comes by, and the holidays,
drops you off a gift for Christmas and you didn't get them one.
It's like, hang on. Well, let me go get yours.
Yep.
I would just like to put out a caveat that anyone who I give one of these gifts to, it's because I thought of it. Not because
far ahead.
Far ahead. I did not print it out the morning I was coming to see you.
Yes. Yeah, there's lots of really great retailers. Toys R Us, Kohl's, Forever 21, GameStop. Lots of really great.
Yeah, and I was having fun with the Photo Creations app as well. You just download it for your computer, and it has some great pre-done layouts. And you can also it looks like you can order iPhone cases and laptop clings, as well as, the different layouts, and that you can use should be really cool for digital scrapbooking to put, the Disney side badge on an image or great. Again, another great way to do a reveal or a surprise to somebody that you're going to Disneyland.
Yeah. For sure. Was there anything else you wanted to share about your party?
I think that sums it up. I wish I could do it again. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to mention...
ideas popping around in my head, especially when I saw the Memories app. I was like, oh!
Yeah. I know. And I had intentions, too, of having everyone at the party download the story app before they came, and then having them create their own story before they left. And then I forgot to add that to the invitation. So it didn't get done. But I'm going to make my own story from the party.
I need to do that, too. And I'm hoping I put a post on on the story Facebook page going, are you going to have a Disney side theme?
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Would be cool. I was really happy that they came out with a new Valentine's Day theme.
Yes.
So I guess I should mention that, because I don't think we've talked about that yet on any of the shows, that they did come out with a new Valentine's Day theme, which is fun, and it's free.
Yes. Gotta love the free ones.
Yeah. I was also going to mention that my youngest sister was having a Disney party today, too. She did not participate in the Disney side at home thing like Stephanie and I did. But she has been planning this party for a very long time, long before Disney side probably was even announced, because she and all of her neighbors and all of their kids, probably several families, 5 or 6 families, went to Disneyland last year together about this time. And they decided that on the year anniversary, they were all going to get together.
Oh, how cute.
Isn't that fun? And eat Disney food and go through photos from their trip and watch the Soundsational parade.
They so need to do a Disney story on that.
I know.
Post that.
I know.
That is adorable.
I'll tell her too. She has one of her friends taking pictures, and they're going to send them over to me. Some of the refreshments that they're having is Dole Whip. Oh, now I'm not going to be able to think of them all. They were going to do the twist from Maurice's Treats. I think they're doing corn dogs. Someone was figuring out how to make corn dogs. And I can't...
Were they going to have turkey legs?
No. Well, no, actually, yes. Someone has a smoker and they're making smoked turkey legs. Yes. I'm pretty sure that was part of it.
Oh my God.
Isn't that fun?
That is a neighborhood I want to move to.
I know, right? Yeah, I need neighbors like that. So yeah, so I'll post some more details and some photos from her party as well, so that everyone can see.
Thought I was pretty weird in September with the big, huge cars. Our cars were in our driveway with big eyeballs in the.
I know. Yes, I put Mickey and Minnie pumpkins on my front porch for Halloween, and I fully expect to get letters from the homeowners association, but I haven't yet, so that's good.
There you go.
Because I don't have fun neighbors. But
oh, that sounds like so much fun. I can't wait to see those pictures.
Yeah. I will post them in the show notes as well.
Adorable.
Yes. Alrighty. Do you have a pick with pixie dust?
I do. So the pictures that I did take when I'm doing my little scrapbooking for myself of this day, probably 2 years from now when I get to it. I love sketches. They make my life so much easier. And one of my favorite places to get them is from Scrapbook Generations. They have a great website where you can download PDFs of their sketches. They offer free ones once a month. And they did a book with simple stories using the Say Cheese collection. Mm-hmm. So they have a book called Sketch Magic, and it is 18 sketches as well as 18 color examples using those sketches.
Cool.
And so they have some where you can get upwards of 9+ pictures on 2-page layouts. Like they have one that has 12 pictures on a 2-page 12 by 12 layout. Oh, wait, I take that back. They have one that has 17 pictures.
Oh my goodness. That's great.
And that one, the sizes range from 1 3/4 square all the way up to 6 by 4. So they have various sizes of pictures. But yeah, you can get a lot of pictures on that much real estate.
Yeah.
Really great ideas, and they're the best sketches because they give you the layout and then they give you the measurements of everything on the page. It is the best when you're trying to just power through and get stuff done. So it's part of my process as I go through with my pictures. I'll pick out a sketch that I'm going to use and then pick my papers and embellishment, and then I basically kind of kit them. And when I have a couple of minutes here and there, I can just grab that envelope full of stuff and get a layout done with minimal work.
I used to do that when I was a paper scrapper too.
Yeah, I like it because it's a great process because I don't always have tons of time. So if I take a couple of hours one day and go through my latest order of pictures and sort them out and then kind of kit them, then I can just easily pick up a layout and get going.
Yeah. Thank you for that. My pick is something I might have picked this before. I don't really remember, but it goes along with what we've talked about today. So I'm picking it again. There's two, actually. One is a Mickey Mouse waffle maker. I think if you're going to have a Disney anything at home, you need to have a waffle maker. And I was going to get one, and then I went back and forth. And then by the time I decided for sure that I wanted one, it was too late. So I wish I would have had it to do, especially where I did the breakfast theme.
Yeah.
But I did not. So anyway, I'll have it next time because I'm going to order it. You can get them on Amazon.com for, I believe it's $37. They also have a really adorable Disney princess waffle maker.
Oh, cute.
That puts a princess, well, let's see, it puts a tiara in your waffle and then the word princess. Super cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, it actually looks more like a pancake with this engraved or embossed on it is what it really looks like. Yeah, engraved, I guess. The princess one does, but the Mickey waffle looks very much like the ones that you get when you're at Disney.
Yeah.
So that's really fun.
Very cool.
Yep. Okay, Stephanie. Remind our listeners where they can find you.
You can find me both at capturingmagic.me and at hainingmade.com, where I can help you come together and with any paper product decorations for parties, or I've gotten some orders for people that wanted banners when they're going down to the park. I've made a couple that say "My First Visit" or "Welcome" or "Surprise" for a group that their parents were surprising them with a trip to Disneyland. So.
Fun.
Yeah. So I like to give me an excuse to play with paper and glue, and I'm a happy woman.
Yes. Yes. Are you private on Twitter and Instagram, or do you want to share your user?
I do have those as private.
Okay. I couldn't remember for sure.
No worries.
Yeah. Alrighty, I am Steph. You can find me at capturingmagic.me, where we are talking about creating and capturing magic memories all the time. We would love to have you connect with us on social media, wherever you hang out the most. Please find us and follow us. We have links to all of those accounts in the sidebar and in the footer on our website. You can also find me at thedailydigi.com, where we are talking about digital scrapbooking all of the time. We also have the Digifiles, which is the best deal in digital scrapbooking, where you can get over $50 worth of digital scrapbooking supplies for $7.50 or less. Each month, those also typically include some kind of a Project Life type pocket style scrapbooking or printable type stuff too. So check them out.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you sharing this show with other people. It's done really well. And I know that it's because of our listeners for continuing to listen, and also for sharing it with other Disney fans that you know. So we appreciate you listening. Alrighty. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks so much.
We will be back here next time, capturing magic.